Hello, everyone. I see some people. To be able to use chat, you need to subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate if you let me know how sound and visual works, if everything is okay. And we will start. It may take a minute after you subscribe to the channel to be able to write. So see when this opportunity comes up. You can write also where you're from. I started the chat, so those who have access should be able to see. Okay, I will be looking aside a little bit because I want to make sure we have connection. It's a rare event, but if it happens, I would need to recreate another live event because YouTube doesn't allow to join to the existing one. So if connection drops, as soon as I notice, I will reconnect and you will see it as well, that connection dropped. So just connect to the new one. But hopefully everything will be stable and we will be able to proceed the whole session without interruptions. So today we are going to draw seeds of gratitude, and it's a very good topic, Thanksgiving spirit. I will give you some small intro at the beginning, and then we will proceed with the drawing. And at the end, I will share a little bit about my courses if you would like to hear about them. And also will give you a link for you to submit your work. If you are interested in hearing feedback from me, then I will give a link where to submit it. Так, right now, let me drop a couple links for you. If you want to sign up to my newsletter, okay. And one more, if you want to download free guide on Neurographic, what it is and will it work for you, some intro. They're in the chat, so you should be able to see them if you have access to the chat. So let me briefly talk who I am for those who see me first time. I'm Tatiana Teppoeva, PhD to master's, data science, economics, 17 years in tech. I started my own company, one nonverbal ecosystem, where I dedicate my attention to nonverbal communication, personality profiling, and neurographics. I try to blend nonverbal world for us and work from external and internal at the same time to help people grow and achieve their goals faster and more efficiently. So welcome to my session. Let's quickly talk about what you will need. Ideally, you will have a piece of paper. It can be rectangular, square, doesn't matter, big or small. Whatever you have is enough to start. Then a couple of markers, or at least one would be good. So I have those. Different ones, some thicker, some thinner, but if you have just one, it's good. If you don't have any marker, use a pen, but I recommend to switch to marker as soon as you have them. And some highlighters or colored markers or colored pencils. something of that for us to add color. And I also use just regular pencil, any pencil or even a pen. We will be writing some words, title, just for general. You can also do it with a marker, but our marker can bleed through if paper is thin. So I recommend a pencil. So let me see if there is any feedback. I don't see yet. Connection seems to be stable. I think with that, let's move to our topic. So Thanksgiving is more than just a holiday. It's a moment to pause, to reflect on what happened, and leverage all of that for our further growth. Of course, appreciate what we have. And sometimes people say, oh, I don't know what to be thankful for. And I always say that just imagine how worse it could be. And then immediately we can think of what we have, right? So maybe it's not the best approach, but sometimes when we have difficult times, this is the approach that really helps and works. And gratitude overall helps to move us from tension to calm and resourceful situation with our mind and overall perspective. That's why we have those gratitude journals and many different practices for expressing gratitude, because it works. And when we combine with appreciation and gratitude with neurographics, the effect amplifies. So we can get much more out of it than just a regular gratitude journal. But gratitude journals are awesome if you do them. Some people do them every night. What I'm thankful for this day. This is awesome. And also, I don't hear people often do that, but when you wake up thinking about gratitude, what we are grateful for, in general or specific time frame, it doesn't really matter, also help to start day, as we say, from the right foot. So this is also a great thing to implement. And when we focus on appreciations, and even if it's something small, our bodies respond in a different way, and even hormones that we produce are changing in more positive direction. So it affects not only our mood and perspective on life, but even physically. Even physically, this formula that is being generated is much more favorable and healthy for us to have. And at the end, we create more confidence, more positive attitude. We have a better mood, resilience, and emotional clarity. Because if we feel grateful, good in our mind and in our body, then it's much easier to have this clarity, what I want in life, what I want to do today, and things like that. And in today's sessions, we will start with you with thinking about what gratitude is for you. I will give you some ideas, but the most important that you will be applying it to your own life, because this is why you are here. And if I didn't mention something, just note it for yourself. So right now I will give you some ideas that you will start thinking about, but then we will continue writing them down when we move to our drawing. So feel free to make notes right now, or just think about ideas I'm giving. So we can look at gratitude from different perspectives. I mentioned earlier that it can be a perspective on a past day, or a past year, or overall in life. For our work, it doesn't matter what we focus on. If you would like to focus on 2025, for example, totally fine. If you want to cover last 5 years, also fine. or if you want just to focus on things that come to your mind or specific area of your life, it's also totally fine. So choose either intuitively what comes to you or intentionally what you would like to highlight, what time period you would like to address. When we think about what we can be grateful for, we can look at past challenges. And when we are at the moment of the challenge, sometimes it seems, oftentimes actually, it seems difficult. Why I'm going through this, and different thoughts come to mind. But when we look at them when they're in the past, we can always find some growth that we had through them, some events, some things that happened that eventually gave us something good. And also, there is a saying that no event is only good or bad. It depends on our perception. And same event can be translated into positive or negative by different people differently. Everyone will appreciate different things or will be unhappy with them. So look at past challenges that you had. What may be something that we can be grateful for today? Then, if you look at what we have right now, what do you have something? Maybe it's small that you can be grateful for, even if it's not perfect, but at least you have something from any area of the life. And then next one, support. Support is very important in our life. Maybe it's internal, maybe it's your drive, maybe it's something else, some internal support that you have, as well as external. Maybe it's a community, maybe it's family members, maybe it's friends, or maybe someone at work. So think about some support that you are receiving, that you feel supported. It could be also area of gratitude. Then think about your achievements, whether through particular period or through life overall, depending on what you are working on today. So what you achieved and how grateful you can be for this. And then we can look by different aspects of our lives. For example, work and career. What you can be grateful for in your work and career. How about money and wealth? Maybe you are not exactly there where you would like to be, but again, it could be worse, right? So, what can we be grateful for as far as money, as our wealth? How about health? Are we happy and can be thankful for the health that we have? How about friends, relatives, community? How about love and relationships? What about spiritual aspect of your life? How about self-development? You are here, so you are trying to work to improve something or explore new ways that things can be addressed. This is also something to be grateful for your desire and for the opportunities that exist for that. How about rest and hobbies? Do you travel somewhere, attend maybe some exhibits or some other things that you enjoy doing? Those are also a subject to be grateful for. And finally, life conditions, where you live, uh, how you meet your needs, maybe even simplest one, or maybe it's something more advanced and more luxurious. So think about all those things while I'm switching my screen and camera, and we will move into drawing part. I think you can see my paper well, at least on my screen it shows well, so I keep my fingers crossed. And now let's start with identifying those things that we can be grateful for today. And it's different for everyone, so I will be writing my own. You don't need to repeat or even read them. If you're curious, definitely can, but please try to come up with your own. First, let's put a date so we remember next time when we did this drawing. So it's November 16, 2025, and Seeds of Gratitude. And I will put a timer for us for 2 minutes, and jot down anything that comes to your mind when we think about gratitude today. Things that I shared with you previously, anything new that comes to mind, and even something irrelevant comes to mind, write down it as well. So we call it brain dump. The idea is that we activate our neurons. We don't care that much what comes out with it. Just make sure that you put this seeds of gratitude thing into your mind. So 2 minutes start now. Write everything, words, sentences, whatever comes, what you can be grateful for. Okay, time is up. Please count how many words you have. Count meaningful words or symbols. I have some symbols here as well. And it doesn't need to be precise, just approximately, to see if we were able to activate neurons. Usually we target for about 20 words. I have 28. So if you have less than 20, then add something consciously. So think about what I shared with you earlier. or something else and add them consciously here, because we want to choose what we want to work with on our drawing. Okay, I hope you are done with it. Let's pick a few words that we will be working on. So we usually recommend from 5 to 9 elements. So let's select the main ones we would like to address. You can always add additional ones when we will be drawing them, but at least we have some kind of direction from the start. Go through your list and maybe put a star or some kind of symbol, what you would like to draw and be especially grateful for today. And I mark some for myself. I don't really share with you because I don't want to uh, skew your perception of your own things today, because each of us has our own things. So I think I have chosen seven. Seven, yes. But if you have 5 or 9, it's totally fine, or anything in between. We just don't want too many, so we are not focused, and too few is also usually like too narrow scope. So if you are done with it, let's flip our page and we will be drawing here. So I suggest this format, landscape layout. But you will be able to do portrait as well if for some reason this is what you can do only. And now we have a theme with you. Make sure that we breathe well, so our exhale is longer than inhale. It's not required for neurographics, but it really helps to process everything that comes up during our work. So I will be reminding you periodically about that. So now we go into our next step of neurographics algorithm, which is drawing composition. So in composition, we take our marker, if you have it, black, and at the bottom, we will put our seeds of gratitude. In shape, it can be oval, it can be like pumpkin seed, it can be a circle. So see what comes to you. Look at what you have. If you don't remember, need to look, you can flip your page and see. You can start from any of the elements and at any place on your paper at the bottom. So think intuitively. For example, I have my first one as health. So I can even use my hand over the paper and decide where I would like to place my gratitude for my health. And I think I will put it right in the middle. And I just draw it. And you can sign it, what it is, if you would like, but you don't have to. And then let's look at the next one. I have next one, and it wants to be here for me. And we continue this way until we are completely done with all the gratitude. And when you place, you can think like, oh, why this seed is much bigger than another one? Is it more meaning to me? Is it more opportunity? Is it more emotional or what it is? And try to feel this gratitude inside of you. When you draw, they can touch each other, they can intersect. Some can be higher, some can be lower. So I have 6 and I have one more. So one more, if you would like, maybe you would want to add the one that I have as well. I suggest that those we pick like the main ones, and we add one more that something else that we are grateful for that we didn't have a chance to recall today. Or maybe it's everything else that we didn't include into the main ones. So I always like to leave an opportunity, a chance for something that I didn't remember at this particular moment. And when we are done, now let's extend it using Neuroline to the top of our page. So for those who are first time with Neurographics, Neuroline, it's the line that doesn't repeat itself on any particular section of the line. And we try to challenge ourselves. So if I want to move it like in similar kind of pattern like I did here, instead we need to challenge ourselves and make it not exactly where we want it to go, but intentionally change direction a little bit. Even if it's 1 degree, it still will be challenging the path that line is going. And if your line is not that wavy, maybe it's more like straight or had similar segments like I showed here, it's okay. Just try to challenge every time you draw, try to challenge yourself. And think how all this gratitude extends from you on this paper. Try to feel what this thing or human or whatever it is gave you in your life. Why you are grateful for. And if I look at my lines, they're different depending on which one I'm drawing. It's interesting. I don't do it intentionally. And we continue it until we are done. And your lines can cross, they can end at the same place or go wider at the top. It's totally fine. Whatever comes to you naturally. Feel that gratitude extends on your piece of paper. Feel it, how thankful you are for things or people or something that happened. And this is our composition. So right now we do very important step in Neurographics when we round corners and edges. So right now we don't have too many in this particular algorithm, so let's round them. How we round, we make sure that those edges connections are smooth. So we just extend a line and round it. And this roundish thing, if I extend it further, it would make a circle. So we don't make a circle, but it's just for you to understand how it may look like when it's rounded. And if you have different options for the markers, then you may want to choose maybe a thinner one, maybe it would be easier to round. It also depends on the paper. The smoother the paper, the easier it is. Breathe, feel. In Neurographics, we call it 4 points of attention. At each step of algorithm, we check 4 things. So let's do it right now. When we put our gratitude, elements of gratitude on the paper, what images come to your mind? Is it something related? Something not related? If it seems not related, how it could be related? If nothing, that's totally fine as well. Just ask yourself what it could be. Then we check our body. Do we feel good about this? Each of the elements and our work overall. And then we ask ourselves what emotions come up. Do you feel calm and grateful, or maybe there is something else coming up? Maybe not so good. It's totally okay. Just breathe and keep doing. Oftentimes we may have resistance. This algorithm usually not that much, maybe on particular elements of gratitude. I had one client who did many drawings with me in the Neurographics club, but her favorite was gratitude. And she said that every time she drew it, something good was going on for her. So everyone has different reactions. So observe yours. And then our last element, fourth element is thirds. What thoughts come to your mind when you draw this, when you think about gratitude, when you're rounding? And if you are done, we can add lines. So right now we have our seeds, and maybe you signed them, maybe you didn't. We extended it in the environment, but now we need to connect them because right now they are in isolation according to Neurographics. So we connect them between each other, and we connect it with environment. In this particular case, we work with a piece of paper, so it's our space. So how we connect it? Just use same neural lines and make sure that whatever we have is connected to the edges of the paper and also between each other. There is no particular rule how you need to do it. You don't need to repeat exactly how I do it. Just connect shapes between each other and with the edges of the paper. So eventually we would like, when we look at the drawing, that we see everything is interacting with each other. So, or if it's easier to understand in line terms, that lines are going through all of the elements on our drawing. And do it until you feel that you have enough. So for example, here I see like, oh, empty corner. It's not connected to the edge. It feels like empty to me. So I add a line and I connect. The author of the method says that the quality of the work depends on the number of the lines that we have. So the more lines we have, the better result of our work is, because each line that we have, first we challenge our brain, and then we round it. It's another step in our work. So the more we have of them, the better. But at the same time, don't overwhelm it, so our brain doesn't look scattered. So I'm going around, and for some reason, I'm not going through those gratitude channels. So I need to challenge myself and move the line across, because I want to connect left side and right side. And I see, like, is it enough? Do I want to do more? Okay, I think I have enough. See if it's good for you on your drawing, if you want to add more. And when we are done with those lines, we round all intersections. Now we have a little bit more, but this is most important step, walk. Now we integrate and round all that we have. And imagine, right now, all your paper is full of your gratitude. So try to feel with fullness. Try to feel how grateful you are, how many things you can have to be grateful for. Maybe some outcomes, that those events or elements or people, whatever we are grateful for here, brought to your life. And we keep doing it until we are done with our rounding. Check your breathing. So inhale and exhale. Make you exhale a little bit longer. Think what comes to your mind while you are rounding. Pay attention if you have more lines in particular area of your drawing. Then you can ask why, what it tells me. If something comes up that you want to add, that you don't have on the paper, but you feel like, oh, it's super important for me to address today, you can add it. The same with lines. As we continue working, if you have desire to add more lines later, you can do that. If you had just a few lines and you are done with rounding, look, maybe you would like to add a few more. And let's think what this gratitude is doing for us. Do you feel what I was talking about earlier? That it opens new perspective, that even internally we start feeling differently. Of course, things like hormones or something, we cannot really see the metric somewhere on forehead immediately or in our apps, but at least we can feel if our mood is changing, if attitude is changing, if desire to do things is changing. Or maybe it's challenging. Sometimes we need to find things and gently force ourselves to think in gratitude. For some people, it's easier than for others. And check again if any new visuals come to mind. Any physical sensations. Thirds. Emotions. And check your breathing. Make sure that you breathe. Inhale and exhale. Long exhale. If you have any resistance, just breathe. If you have some water nearby, you can drink some water and continue. Not always, but usually it's get better. By the end, we finish rounding. If you don't have resistance, that's great. If you feel that you would like to add any line during this step, you can add to make sure that integration feels comfortable for you. I'm almost done with my rounding. Unfortunately, I don't see you. Так, I think I'm done. If you have more to finish, please do so. You can leave them and finish later as well. So you progress with me. And we are moving to the next step. So now let's add color. Color we can add in any format we would like. We just need to follow one rule, that we don't keep one cell of one color. So at least two adjacent cells needs to be of one color. And you can do like a flow, or you can do a particular seed with one color. It's up to you. So right now, I decided to do this seed with particular color. So if I leave it as is, it will be incorrect in Neurographics terms because it's just one cell. So I'm extending it to the other cell or multiple cells. And you can pick any colors. Maybe you would like to pick Thanksgiving colors or any other colors that you associate with gratitude. I picked this one because it just resonated with me. As far as colors, there is no particular rules in Neurographics that you should pick this color versus another one. And people use different association, different systems in color. So you pick the one that works for you. The author of the method recommends to use markers. I usually use more colored pencils, but markers because they're bright, because our brain can see bright colors right away. And this is what we want, our brain to see what we are working on. So that's why. Also, oftentimes it's faster to do work with markers. And sometimes, especially for the beginners, it's maybe unusual to have a long drawing, and people get tired sometimes. So markers also work well. So when we draw, think when we color, how those colors add to your gratitude. Do you feel more inspired? Maybe some other feelings. It could be very individual for each of us. What comes to mind? Why are you choosing this particular color? I go section by section and I'm asking myself, why is that? Like, I don't need to go vertically. I can go horizontally. It doesn't really matter, or diagonal, but I'm going this particular way. So because I don't see exactly what you are doing, look at your pattern and just ask yourself, like, why? Because sometimes we get very interesting insights. Sometimes we don't get answers, but even asking those questions, very good things to do. Now I felt like I want to extend this brightness. This is very bright neon marker. I don't know if it's shows the same through the camera. So I started vertically and I completely shifted into this kind of ground behind under my seats. And I feel like I want this caution, bright caution for them. Okay, and we can switch from one color to another and go back. There is no particular order that we need to color in, but when you choose to go in the order, like for example, intuitively, right, or just feel like desire, ask yourself why. If you have this seed signed, or if you remember what that means, think how it relates. So if I don't remember which one is which, but if I did, I could ask like, oh, this one went first. Why? Why did I want to color it first? Usually it's not random. Usually there is particular attachment, impact, or something else, and it can be very individual for each of us. And then color. Why this one is purple, and for some people purple is spiritual color. So is it something that is related, or maybe I want to add spirituality in this moment? For example, if it's money, but I chose this color that means spirit to me, then maybe I want to add a little bit more balance in terms of money and spirituality into my life. And I'm just giving you ideas, so it can be super individual. Even same colors and same money can mean very different things for two people. So just ask yourself, because all those questions, they help to walk deeper, and they make this really custom for you. Check your breathing. Later, if you would like, you can, and if you're doing highlighters right now, you can try to add pencils, colored pencils on top, and see if you like this style. We will not do it today because I don't want to keep you for very long, but it's a nice artistic effect to add a little bit more shades, 3D effects, etc. It will allow you to walk a little bit deeper on this particular algorithm, and also be more creative if you would like. I took another purple. Maybe I'm thinking again, it's only my thoughts. Maybe I'm more materialized in my gratitude. Maybe I need to add more spiritual things. And it doesn't mean that it's always in life like that. It's in a particular period of time, or even a particular area. Maybe if I picked particular areas, that it would apply to that area or to that period of time. So make sure that you make an adjustment for the context of our today's drawing. So what I would think, maybe I need to add spirituality a little bit into my gratitude, and maybe I was more focused on some material things, or maybe those two seeds are truly the ones that I picked that are regarding spirituality. And if I don't remember, I can always flip and see. I would say that, yes, I think that at least 70% is more material in my case that I picked for gratitude today. I want to add more bright color. In your case, maybe it's completely like pastel colors. That's fine. Author of the method recommends to use bright colors, again, as I explained, for the brain to see. But if intuitively you want other colors in this particular topic that we are working on today, that's totally fine. Listen to your intuition. What I don't like about markers that they bleed, like in my case right now, black and yellow mix, and it looks a little bit dirty. In terms of the Neurographics work, it doesn't make it better or worse. It doesn't change it, but in terms of the aesthetics, it doesn't look that nice to the eye from my perspective. In my today's coloring, I move from right to left, which is interesting. Also can ask, what is it for me? If you are jumping from one area to another, ask yourself, why? Check how you feel now. What emotions, thoughts, visuals come to your mind now as we are getting closer to the end of coloring. How you feel about gratitude overall and these particular things. Maybe you realize that they mean more than even initially you thought. Or maybe you felt this change in your body to a more positive state. If you already were in positive, then even more positive. If you want, you can even think about how you can leverage this gratitude. Because we can leverage all the feelings that we have. And of course, if you're open to that, sometimes if it's genuine gratitude, we don't want to kind of monetize on it, right? So if you don't want to think about it, that's totally fine. But if you feel comfortable, you can think, how can I leverage this gratitude feelings that I have and this specific neurographics work to my advantage, to my growth, future growth. Maybe some interesting ideas come to your mind that you wouldn't expect otherwise. Because it's all energy. We are sending this gratitude into the world. And it works. And if we don't think and don't leverage, some may come, some may not. Some things we can just simply miss. But if we are mindful and paying attention to what is going on and intentional in our drawing, in our thinking, then we can realize what other potentials we have. And they can be conscious, or things that may just come our way. And we think like, oh, it's interesting. I didn't expect it. In reality, you somehow manifested it. You just didn't think about it, or you didn't connect the events that you manifested with what is happening. So as you send this positive energy into this world and thankful and grateful for the things in your life, how can it resonate with more things that you can do in life for yourself and for others? So I feel that this one in the middle became yellow. I want to add color to it. And it will be my last one. So if you are finishing up yours, please do. If you are ahead, I will be soon with you. And if you are behind a little bit, you can move on with me and finish yours later. So now, when we finish this coloring, we want to add field lines, we call them in Neurographics. So those are the lines that would show energy pathway to something that we are drawing, whether it's gratitude, more opportunities, or something that you would like to build through this process. For that, I will take a thicker marker, and those lines can go over existing lines, or it can be new ones, or a combination of both existing or new lines. It can be one, two, or three of them. And we can decide it can be vertical, horizontal, diagonal, so any that you would like, but it needs to be thicker than our regular ones. So I think that I would like to get my line through the seeds. And it's a narrow line. So we try to challenge again our hand, our brain. Like that. And I'm thinking where else I would like to have my lines. I think I'm good with this one. I will have just one. I just need to make it a little bit thicker. So just to save some time, I will take a thicker marker that I have. If you have one, you can do the same. If not, then just go over your existing line multiple times with your marker. And you can go in this particular algorithm in any direction. For me, I feel that I'm connecting all my gratitude together. That it's not just random events, but it's attitude in life. So we want it to be thick enough that when we look at the drawing, that this line stands out. For me, it stands out, so I am good with it. And next thing we do is a fixation figure, some figures that will show results. And results in this particular algorithm can be whatever you would like, whatever meaning you would like to put into that. So we again think about where we want to place it. Our fixation figure needs to be roundish. So it's either a circle, oval, or something of that nature. For example, if you would like to kind of unite and bring everything together, you can do even oval here. I was thinking about it. But now let me think. It can be a circle here, here, or here. So anywhere. Don't look specifically like how I do it. It should be intuitive for you. I think I will do a circle in the middle. And maybe it has something to do with those specific seeds that I had. But because I didn't sign them, I don't remember. But for me, it means that here is the center of attention of all today's work, not specifically about those three elements. I make a line of this circle a little bit nearer, so not perfectly straight, but a little bit challenging it. And again, thick enough to be able to see it on the drawing. This line can be about same thickness as our fixation line that we had here. And now as we have both of them, what we need to do is to round all intersections that we just formed with those lines, field lines. Again, it doesn't have to be one, like in my drawing. It can be 1, 2, or 3 of them. So we I just follow the line and round all sharp corners edges that formed here. And then we will do the same with fixation figure. And now as you add those elements, notice what you feel, what your imagery is, what thoughts come to your mind. What do you think about your drawing? If we miss some of the corners, edges, it's okay. Just try to catch here what you can and round them. If you notice them later, you can round them later as well, no problem. Our final work you can put somewhere so you can see it periodically. This will continue working for you, because when you will see work, you automatically will remember, your brain will remember what we worked on, and you will get additional benefits. Maybe you would want even to put it somewhere on your Thanksgiving table. I started having questions like, am I grateful enough in my life? What kind of things I'm paying attention to? So this is exactly like different thoughts, not exactly those thoughts, but exactly the process that we would like to activate. Whether it's conscious or subconscious, I catch my thoughts, but oftentimes we don't. Or I'm intentionally catch them right now because I'm in the process. But of course, I have many thoughts that come to me unconsciously, and I don't even notice that I'm thinking. So if you get some thoughts, give them space, like think about it, maybe jot down to think about even later. Because there's a reason why they come right now during our walk. Trying to check right now to see if I missed any. I think I got most of them. Look at yours. Look at the overall picture. See what kind of impression you get from this drawing, from this walk. Do you feel fulfilled in your life, in your gratitude? Do you feel some areas are missing? Do you want to change your attitude or maybe just things in life? So don't be shy asking those questions, because even if it seems may seem very simple walk, we just thought about a few gratitude things and added a few lines and colors. Actually, it's a deep walk, and asking those questions helps to build and extend in these directions that we are working on. So right now, as we are done with the drawing, we need to write more words on gratitude. For this, we flip the page, and I will put a timer for 2 minutes again, and we will write words on the same topic of gratitude for 2 minutes again. Anything that comes to your mind after our walk. Let's go. Так, I think time is up. Let's count how many words we have, meaningful words. I have about 30, so about same. I had 28 before and I have 30 now. So as I mentioned, place your drawing somewhere so you can see it periodically. It will activate neurons again and work will continue. So we are done with the drawing. You can still take time to think about it, ask questions, check on your breathing, check on 4 points of attention that we use in neurographics: emotions, body sensations, thoughts, and visuals that come to your mind. And we are done with the drawing. I thank you for your awesome work. I will give a link to submit your work for feedback if you are interested right now. Also, my email for any support you might need. And then I will talk briefly about the courses that I created, if you would like to do a deeper walk. Okay, so those things in the chat. So one of the courses that I have is Roots of Connection. It's a neurographics transformational journey through life, trust, and boundaries. And you can rebuild communication, restore closeness, and feel safe in life through those guided neurographics sessions. This course is 10 model course, 8 core ones, and 2 bonus models. One is diagnostics, and another one is at the end that I called love letter. It also has a printable journal that will help you follow along the course, and it will make you keep your notes for all 4 points of attention that I mentioned about breathing. It also has a flow of the algorithm step by step, what you need to do in case you don't have access to all the videos, for example, if you are traveling. There is introduction into neurographics. This intro will teach you how to draw a neural line and main shapes so you can start a course confidently. Also includes 100 relationship blockers checklist, access to the community, bi-weekly live Q&A, Q&A for registered people so we can see each other, we can communicate, unlike here, we can't. And you can ask questions and also give some tips and tricks for me there. You get lifetime access for the course. So let me drop a link if you would like to learn more. And I add the links to the description as well of this session. If you would like to repeat it, you can later, maybe tomorrow, starting tomorrow, find it and watch it again. And second course that I will mention today is my Inner Fire course. Right now it's in pre-launch, it's the lowest price. It will help reignite energy, confidence, and purpose. And it also has 10 models, 2 bonus ones and 8 core ones, and similar things like journal, neurographics introduction model, so you can start confidently right away. 100 inner fire blockers checklist. It's definitely a different checklist, but I try to keep things that help you uncover what your particular ones are. Obviously not 100, but you have a few probably that you can focus on in each of the models that we are going through in this course. And bi-weekly Q&A again, lifetime access to the course. And let me drop the link to this pre-launch for you as well. Okay, and with it, we are done. Let me see if I can switch my camera so you can see me. So thank you very much for your great work. Send me your drawing if you would like to get some feedback. I was very glad to have you here today. And have a happy Thanksgiving and happy gratitude. And I wish you all the best in our new year, new beginnings. And we also have another session scheduled for December 14th at 10 a.m. Pacific. We will be drawing the year behind me topic. So we will be evaluating what was happening this year and how we can think for the year ahead of us. So we have another opportunity to meet with you here live, and I'm looking forward to that. Thank you very much. Bye for now.